there. Stan the Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent, licensed in all 50 states, sporting my Carolina blue Stan the Annuity Man baseball cap, because yes, I'm originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. You know what's interesting about that? I know you're asking, hey Stan, where did you grow up? What was the town's name? And this is real. I'm not kidding you. The town's name was Stanley, North Carolina. They should have named it after me. Maybe they have already, but that's the name of the town. It's in Gaston County, which is right outside of Charlotte. What am I talking about? Today we're talking about annuity comparisons. MYGAs, multi-year guarantee annuities, versus CDs. What's the difference? Are they the same? Should I buy them? Then all of that. Why haven't I heard about MYGAs? CDs, are they? Which one's better? All that stuff, and you know from me. Stan the Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent, that's licensed in all 50 states, including the one that you're sitting in. You know what's going to happen. Number one, there's going to be music, but not until I tell you and remind you that I'm the walking middle finger of annuity truth, period. Now. Hey, if I offended anyone out there talking about me being the walking middle finger of annuity truth, my apologies, but what I'm trying to say in a very succinct and fun and jovial and jocularity way is that I am brutally factual. There's no sales pitches with annuities. I mean, these are contracts. You can't polish it up. You just can't. And speaking of that, let's talk about MYGAs and CDs. Let's talk about CDs first. Number one, disclaimer, I don't sell CDs. Number two, I love CDs. CDs are great. And in the Jimmy Carter world, where you could get 10 or 12 or 8% interest on a CD that my mom still talks about, she's like, you know, Stan, you really like the CDs that you and your father used to get when Jimmy Carter, was a good man from the South. He's from Georgia, We used to get him at 8%, 9%. Do you have any of those? No, Mom, I don't. Okay? Those CD levels don't exist, and probably for the people watching this video, including me, we're probably not going to see those levels of interest in our lifetimes. We might, but I doubt it. Currently, at the time of this taping, CD levels are really, really tough. They're low, and it's primarily based on the 10-year Treasury. That's kind of the bogey. But CDs are great products. No moving parts, no market attachments, no annual fees. It's a contractually guaranteed yield for a specific period of time. And the reason I like CDs is you can get really short-term CDs like 6-month and 3-month and 9-month and 12-month and 18-month and 2-year, 3-year. You can ladder those CDs. It's great. I love it. But the problem is right now at the time of this taping that the yields just aren't there. But CDs are the safest of the two. You say which is safest, MYGAs or CDs? It's CDs. FDIC insurance. F stands for federal. F stands for we're going to frickin' tax you money and get the money to pay people back that own CDs if there was ever a problem. So, CDs are great, and they're great for short-term, principal protected, guaranteed annual yield. The problem is right now at the time of this taping, the yield is it's pretty skinny, as they say. I ain't skinny, but the yields are skinny on CDs. Now, let's talk about multi-year guarantee annuities. And a lot of people are just finding out about these. Why? Because, we sell a ton of MYGAs. I'm a big MYGA fan. If you go to my site at theannuityman.com, one of the books that I'll send to you, there's 6 owner's manuals that I'll send to you for free and under no obligation. No one's going to call you or show up at your doorstep, and we're just going to send them to you because we want you to be educated. But one of them's on MYGAs, MYGA Owner's Manual. It's about 60 pages of the good and the bad, the limitations, the benefits. You'll fully understand it. In addition, if you want to learn more about MYGAs, hit the playlist below me, and there's a MYGA playlist of which I talk about a lot of things about MYGAs, okay? But MYGAs are the annuity industry's version of a CD. It's not a CD, it's a CD type. It functions similarly to a CD. Why do you say that, Stan the Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent? Because MYGAs guarantee an annual interest rate for a specific period of time. Sound eerily familiar? Yeah. That's because I just used that to describe CDs, certificates of deposit. Multi-year guarantee annuities currently at the time of this taping have much higher yields than CDs. And the reason is there's kind of a dynamic pricing model with multi-year guarantee annuities. MYGAs are issued by life insurance companies. So life insurance companies sell life insurance, you know that, and a lot of them sell lifetime income products, and then they sell MYGAs, and they have old bonds, Jimmy Carter bonds, Barack Obama bonds, Donald Trump bonds, George Bush bonds, Bill Clinton bonds. They got all these bonds in the portfolio that have different yields and calls and all that stuff on them. And so they use all of that to price in the guarantee, and you got to look at the MYGA carrier for the claims payability of that guarantee. So they price all of that to guarantee that specific yield for that specific duration. Now, if you go to my site at The Annuity Man, theannuityman.com, front page, you know, the main page, you'll see, click here to see live rates, 24/7, 365. You can do that. All you have to filter it by is, you know, hit the drop down to pick your state of residence, and then pick the drop down to click the duration, whether it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. And then up will pop the top yields to surrender, contractually guaranteed best yields for your specific state. And that changes, you know, a lot. Every 7 to 10 days, annuity quotes and annuity rates change like a gallon of milk, you know. You got to look at it like that. Not one's better than the other. MYGAs are pretty much the same from the standpoint of the yield. You know, they're going to give you that yield, you know, for the specific duration that you choose. But there are times that multi-year guarantee annuities have different types of death benefits attached. With multi-year guarantee annuities, you can use them in Roth IRAs, regular IRAs, non-IRAs, checking account type stuff. But just remember, with annuities in general, you can't put more than 50% of your investable assets in annuities of any type in combination. So the annuity industry is very aware, and they do not want people putting too much money into annuities in general. But you know, 50% for principal protection of your portfolio is not a bad deal. I call MYGAs kind of the baseball analogy of a bunt single. It's not sexy. It's not complicated, but you're going to make money. You're not going to pay fees. It is contractual. You're going to protect your principal. And at the time of this taping, we're in a raging bull market, and you know, things just going up. I mean, we're having monkeys throw darts at the board, and you know, they're getting 20% returns. Everything goes in cycles. You know, a lot of people that are baby boomers that are turning 65, 10,000 of them every day. There's a demographic tidal wave. A lot of people are kind of wary because they've seen markets go up and down, and it feels a little tense right now at the time that we're taping this, that, hey, can markets go down? Yeah, markets will go down, up and down. You have to have market money in the stock market, but multi-year guarantee annuities would be a good place for you to look at principal protection. Now, if you're looking at it from a non-IRA standpoint, you know, with CDs, you're going to have to pay taxes on that interest every single year in a non-IRA using CDs. With multi-year guarantee annuities in a non-IRA account, that interest grows tax deferred. Now, you have to pay taxes when you eventually pull it out, but a lot of people like it, number one, because it's getting higher yield than CDs right now, but number two, you can defer taxes using a non-qualified account. In addition, at the end of the term, and let's give you an example, you have a 5-year multi-year guarantee annuity. And at the end of the 5 years, we're going to be, of course you bought it from us because Stan the Annuity Man, and you went to the site and got the books and all that stuff. But you say, you know what? I don't really need the money. I just want to keep pushing the tax puck down the ice, hockey analogy. Can we transfer it? The answer is yes. Regardless of account, you can transfer a MYGA to another multi-year guarantee annuity. Non-taxable event, does not trigger taxes. Whether it's IRA or non-IRA. Even if it's non-IRA, you can go from one MYGA to another. Section 1035 of the IRS code says that you can transfer from one annuity to another without taxes in a non-qualified account. If it's an IRA account, it goes from one IRA to another, established at the carrier. That's a good thing. Now, can MYGAs and CDs be used in combination? Absolutely. In a normal interest rate environment where CDs are getting a little bit better yield, you could do really, really short-term duration CDs like 6-month, 12-month, 18-month, and then after that do MYGAs, 3-year, 4-year, 5-year. We used to do a lot of that. I don't sell CDs, but I would advise you go to bankrate.com and check the best CD rates in the country because they're FDIC insured, et cetera. Because one's not better than the other. MYGAs aren't better than CDs because the interest is growing tax deferred in a non-qualified account, non-IRA account. That doesn't make MYGAs better. It's just kind of a unique thing between when you compare MYGAs and CDs. MYGAs can also be converted to other types of annuities, like income annuities, like an immediate annuity at the end of the duration. So there's a lot of flexibility with that. But at the bottom line with all of this is if you want principal protection, okay, And you know my acronym PIL. P stands for principal protection, I stands for income for life, L stands for legacy, the other L stands for long-term care. The P for principal protection encompasses both CDs and MYGAs. They're both great products. They're both simple products. They're both pro-consumer products. And I encourage you to check out the live feed on my site at theannuityman.com. Hey, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. It's going to make my wife happy. And when she's happy, I'm happy, which is good. And put in some comments. Share it with your friends and not friends. And like it. And I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.